Good morning, it's Ruth Lemon. I woke up this morning, decided to make my pitcher of lemonade, and began to hear the birds chirping in the trees, and just knowing that new things are happening on the planet. I wanted to say something that you could think about just for a moment, and I wanted to say it in a different way. A while back, I saw a movie called Hustle and Flow. I thought this is one of the most spiritual movies I've ever seen, and I know why it got an Academy Award, because God wanted people to see it again and go deeper. The movie starts out with a pimp who is not making any money, and he can't figure out, what am I doing? So he asks his young lady, what do you want to be? And she says, I don't know. He says, well, you need to think about it, because I know that this isn't me. By chance, he runs into a crackhead who sells him a musical instrument, a small child's keyboard. But this keyboard brings back memories of being a child. And as he remembers, he hears the music again. But God always sets you up. So he goes to the store and he runs into a guy that he went to high school with. As they start talking, he says to him, what are you doing, man? Are you still making music like you did back in the day? He says, no, I'm not. He says, I'm doing something different. He said, well, man, you need to think about it. You were pretty good. So he says to the guy, well, what are you doing? He said, I'm producing music. I'm on my way to do some now, if you want to come along. So he follows him and he goes into a church. And as he begins to set the music up, he hears a lady singing, I told God to call my name. And in those moments, he realizes that God is calling his name and creating a change in his life. As he moves along during the day, he's led to go to hook up with the guy who produces music again. And if you've seen the music, you know that they have the opportunity to make music. He opens up doors for the girls that work with him, telling one that you are in charge, that you have the power. One of the young ladies finds her voice, and one of the ladies has to leave because she doesn't believe that change can happen. In the end, of course, he goes through a battle, and he has to learn that the battle is not his, it's the Lord, and so he ends up in jail. But when he comes out stronger. He realizes that his old life is in the past, and he has an opportunity to move forward. This thing called COVID-19 could be the battle, but we have the opportunity, through allowing God to call our name and listening, to become and to grow into a great nation, a great family, and anything that we are choosing to change in our lives so that we can live in our greatness. I hope that you'll sip on this lemonade and just for a moment, think about watching Hustle and Flow. It will change your life and remind you that God is always present. Thank you for listening and sipping lemonade with me today.